My mic was muted the whole time. All right, so we're going to Epstein Island. Wow, I didn't realize my mic was muted. Sorry about that, CD. I was saying hi to you, and you didn't hear me because my mic was muted. How are you doing? Where are you from? Hit that up in the chat. Also, remember, if you like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of live streams and the occasional content here and there. Looking to do more content as well. But for now, I predominantly live stream. All right, before we start, take a look around. There's an airplane landing. He must be coming from Epstein Island. Flaps are good. Engine brake can turn off. All right, let's go. Let's get ready to go to Epstein Island. You guys want to do a cockpit view or outdoor view? What do you guys like? I should really change this left camera. I don't like this position of this. Well, I'm not paying attention and I'm going off the runway. That's right. It's going to be a little bit of a rough takeoff here. I wasn't paying attention. Welcome aboard. Alright, so we're off. We've taken off from, I don't know, some random airport. En route to Epstein Island. I'll leave it in this view until we land. I like to use cockpit view to land. I find it's easier. But this view gives you a nice kind of beautiful. Puerto Rico is over there to the west. What's this place called? It looks like a series, and I do apologize. I don't know much about this area. My understanding is these are all related to Puerto Rico. We got a bit of crosswind over here. My plane's going nuts. Flaps up. Flaps real quick. Alright, so we are en route. This looks like it's Class E. What is this? This is Class G airspace. Looks like the surf. No, right. Class B airspace? I'm trying to use my knowledge from studying for drone. We got the Schneider Regional Medical Center. Very cool structure now. So our first flight of the night, we're going to go to Epstein Island. We can find Jeffrey. Speed as we speak. Beautiful views. Like I said, it's a weird one. There's probably about a million other places I could have flown. I think I can adjust my camera. Welcome to the chat. Like I said, if you guys are you guys new to the channel, like and subscribe. Por favor. Like you. John B likes it when you like and subscribe. I promise I like that. We took off from that airport way down there. If you can see it there in the middle of the screen here, just above my airplane. Epstein Island is... Actually, it's right there. Drop the flaps. See an island is different place. Right there with the... Let's see if we can get it on camera here. Drop the airspeed a little bit. Flaps. Down a little bit. See if we can just glide this. Try to land this right over there. We'll try to land this bitch on Epstein Island right down there. Don't know what that island over to my right is. I don't know if you can see it on my screen. We'll try to circle the island a little bit, try to lose altitude very quick. I didn't realize we're going to get there that quick. I didn't want to use any of the fast airplanes because, you know, I think we just crash land this thing. Airspeed. Trying to just kind of glide this thing. I'm going to drop this down, drop the nose down a little bit. Too much. Dropping out to number about 4,000 feet up. I'm just trying to circle the island a little bit. From the blue area, the island's right there. I wonder if Diddy's on this one. Crash this thing. It's crashing on this bitch. It'll work, but we're going to try it anyways. We're ballooning, but we're going to land. We're going to land here on Epstein Island. Not a good landing, but hey, we're on the ground. Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, rough. That's rough. We're on the ground. That's what, yeah, that's what's, yeah. Bad landing. I know. It's a bad landing. Bruh. All right. All right, here we are. Epstein Island. All right, so we landed. Now I gotta use... Can I use my controller for this? Oh, tight. I can use my controller for this. Alright, so we've crash landed on Epstein Island, and we're just going to walk around here for a little bit. This must be the main Diddy house over here. Give us a look. Let's just do this. Let's get a cheat a little bit. Can this move this a little bit faster? All right, here we are. We are at... So this is it right here. We've crash landed somewhere in those trees. Actually, right there. Crash landed right here. There's my pilot over here. Overlooking this crazy little cliff. There's my pilot. We'll just do this view just to get around the island so we're not spending 6 hours walking around the island. All right, this is like the, from what I saw from the air, this is like the biggest house we've seen here on Epstein Island. That's right, we are, this is what I chose to do tonight. Play a Microsoft Flight Simulator and land on friggin' Epstein Island. Why not? Very unimpressed. Is this supposed to be like the mansion where all this stuff happened? Little back door here. I wonder if that's the back door Diddy used. All right, interesting. We got another little private island. Look at the waves in this game. I guess that's what happens when you get ultra settings, right? Does it have? Yeah, it's got some depth to it. You know, three-dimensional waves. It's not just like video game wallpaper. It's crazy. All right. Take another look at the. Oh, we got something over here. What's this little thing? What's this little shack? Wonder what happened in here. Now, those who don't know the game, I mean, it used satellite imagery to find the fact that there's buildings, and you know, obviously they're not going to be perfectly scaled. And although I got to give credit, look at the detail. There's a crack in the like a broken window. It's probably when the victims were trying to get out. Grass moves really nicely. Very cool. Very cool. All right, there was another building down in here. You know, and I wonder, obviously these are buildings that the satellite picks them up and it notices that there's something there. Maybe it doesn't know quite what's there, but it knows that something is there. And the game just kind of puts some assumptions on the buildings, and it's like, well, we assume it's just kind of this big, and here it is. This looks like a concession stand at a kid's football game, like maybe my son's football games. Interesting. Don't know what this circle is. Is it supposed to be like a roundabout? On Epstein Island, I guess they're got their own transportation engineers up there putting roundabout. I guess the traffic's so heavy you got to have a roundabout. Interesting. All right, another little house, little building here. You know, as small as that is, little poor. This is all I would need. This is all I need. Look at that view. Sit out here in the morning with a coffee and just look at that view. All the people coming to Epstein Island. This guy got his own little retention pond over here. Check this out. It's about 6 inches deep. Pretty cool detail. Little shack. I don't like it. There's no windows. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Bro needs to like do something about the lawn. Check that out. Some kind of overlook tower. There you go. All right. Well, Epstein Island, so far, a land of mysteries. Like it. A lot of trees, a lot of little paths. You know, maybe Jeffrey and a company would go for walks here. You know, for those, I know there's a few people on YouTube joining right now. We are currently flying around in Microsoft Flight Sim. Right now, we are on Epstein Island, also known as Little St. David Island or something like that. Officially, I mean, you look on a map, it's not going to be called Epstein Island. It's called Little St. David or Little St. Dennis Island or something like that. Now, this house is interesting. Really overgrown, kind of like something out of The Walking Dead. Nice little, like, wraparound porch. I like this. Dude, this is cool. And what's on the downstairs here? Like I said, this is Epstein Island. We got I didn't know Epstein Island had its own restaurants. Restaurant Tritur. There's a phone number on there. Mawina, whatever that means. Got a couple of restaurants that are just kind of carbon copies of each other. This is great. So if you go to Epstein Island, you're going to be treated to your own personal chef. Get your own restaurants there. Series of buildings. This is over to the west, I believe. Man, Epstein Island is bussin'. Oh, a place to go here. Wow, that's a little private ranch here. Got his own. Look, he's got dish TV over here. Sweet. You won't be bored on Epstein Island, that's for sure. This looks like a Marriott. This is a literal concrete slab. It's supposed to be a building. Is there any way in? Nope, looks like a storage thing. Interesting. A little water on the roof there. Interesting. In a house. Okay, cool. All right, what else we got here? Let's check out these buildings here. Let's fly through. We're doing the drone view just so we don't have to waste too much time. We're not taking 6 hours walking around, just kind of go around quickly because we're gonna go to the next place. You know, I'm not doing a 6-hour flight. I want to do something, do it quick. You know, I'm like you guys, all right? We just like to just kind of check things out real quick, move on to the next. I'm cool with that. All right, just a series of houses, little like almost like beachfront homes. Something down there. More beachfront property. Very cool. I mean, despite the things that went on here, I mean, Epstein Island is actually kind of pretty. I mean, it's a nice island. I got a little more beachfront property. Got a little like tiki hut or something like that. More buildings. All right. Trees, not a lot there. Oh, this is where we first started our tour here. This is the main house. This must be the main Diddy house. Get over here. I mean, cool view. It'd be cool if there was an upstairs patio, enclosed porch, but nonetheless, Jeffrey Epstein was not a man of style, I guess. All right, and there's my crash-landed plane, and there's my little pilot just kind of sitting there. Yep, it's Slash from Guns N' Roses, ladies and gentlemen. Slash from Guns N' Roses is my pilot. There you go. All right, cool. That was Epstein Island, ladies and gentlemen. Location number 1. We're starting off strong. For those for reference who don't know, here it is, Little St. James Island. That's where we're just at. Epstein Island, everyone. All right. What's your next? Anybody in the chat? I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna pause for 10 seconds. I'm gonna shut up for 10 seconds. Where do you guys want to go? Do you want to go anywhere specific? Pick a place. Let me know. Do you want to go by your neighborhood? Where you work? Where you, I don't know, where you play baseball? Where you've been on vacation? Let me know. Otherwise, find somewhere else to go. Crazy to think all these dots are little airports. Oh, Easter Island. Oh, okay. If nobody says anything in the next 10 seconds, we're gonna go to Easter Island. I'll fly around here. Is this where the statues are at? So we've got an airport, Mataveri International Airport. What's this? Hotel Iorana. Okay, we're gonna stick with this Cessna C400. It's fast enough that it doesn't take forever to get anywhere. It's slow enough that we could see things. You know, I can't run around in an F-18. It's gonna be too quick. Little islands like this. Okay, what about this island? What do we go here? Moy statue. Ahu now. I don't know what any of this. I'm assuming that's those heads. So where is Easter Island in conjunction with the world? I mean, part of my ignorance on the subject. Oh my God, literally. Dude, isn't this like the most, I want to say this is the most desolate place on Earth. Somewhere in this ocean here, like, it's like pinpointed. The furthest from any land is, like, I think it's like somewhere in here. You got Antarctica to the south, Australia to the west, South America to the east, North America to the north. I want to say, like, in these waters is like the most desolate place. Like, if you're stuck here, you're screwed. All right, why don't we, so we'll take off from this runway 10, go east, southeast, circle the island, maybe this way, cut through the middle, see if we can see the things to the right and the left, and we'll land. Be a little challenge. Just gonna set a departure point. I do gotta change the time of day because I want to be able to see things. I don't like doing night flights. Boom, perfect. All right. Forgot to set the month, but I don't know that they have winter down there. Yeah, if this is what March looks like, cool, I'm cool with it. I just don't like the nighttime, and I don't like the snow.
Pasco Tower, November 88094 at runway 10, ready for departure, departing straight out.
Disengage the parking brake. All right, we'll do takeoff in the cockpit view. Circle around the island in regular view. All right, let's take off. I gotta do something with the camera. I gotta do something with this camera for this. You get to see the back of my veiny hand. Some butters a little bit. greatest to take off, but I'll take it. Actually, I wanted to go southeast. So, on course southeast. Not a bad looking island. Let's take a little tour here of this island. This is Easter Island. Right? Easter Island. I just scrolled the earth, saw this desolate island. Yeah, that's cool. So I do know that this is the island with those big stone heads. There's a statue over there in the distance. Check that out. A little more east, northeast, kind of there. Do a little quick circle around the island, and we'll land this bad boy. As we'll views of some of the homes and fields here, and the forest here. I always wondered about, I've been to probably the most. I've been to Ponta Delgada, which is in Portugal, Portuguese islands. I've also been to Bermuda like 2 or 3 times. And I always, it's always crazy, like, sometimes take for granted how easy it is to get stuff. Like, you're on these islands like this, you gotta wait till the next shipment. Nobody's Amazon, and nobody's UPS and stuff. You gotta come on a cargo ship whenever they can get here. So, like, it could be months before that's crazy to think about. It's crazy. Living on these islands like that, Bermuda, right? Nobody, you're not driving a truck full of supplies there. You gotta get boats and everything to get there. It's crazy. I do apologize. The stream is going to be a quick one. I got on late and I got just messing around with the new setup with the new cameras. Lower the speed a little bit. Knock the camera down a little bit. Speed down. Let's go. Up a little bit. Visit these statues over here. Moai statues, Ahu Nau Nau. Visit these statues right over here to the right. If anybody's out there in TV land, welcome. Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube Shorts is where we are live tonight. Take this bad boy down. Oh, not too much down. You're going to stall you. Done there. Like I said, they're literally just a piece of flat. A little underwhelming. A little too close to the ground here. Too close for hit the street. Oh, close. Let's see what the Moai statues got for the sun. Sorry, keep the flaps at 0. Got some trees up in here. Just a little bit. Drop the speed a little bit. See what's going on here. Very disappointing. No statues. I guess the statues were there. Big disappointment. Not feeling that too much. Maybe something they'll add in a future update to the game. Nonetheless, a little disappointing. Cruise at a low altitude, about 120, 130 feet above the ground. I mean, it's a beautiful landscape, but I'm still a little disappointed we didn't get to see the little statue. So there's a third location, but I'm assuming we're not going to see the statues. We have a little challenge. We're going to just land this thing. So closer to see because we got to kind of cut around the airport. A bit faster. So a beautiful island, we'll go through in a second, but no cool statue there. It's a little disappointing. I'm going to take this for a little landing. We're going to land it at the airport, which is indicate if you're watching, if you're not seeing this on YouTube Shorts, but if you're on the regular YouTube and Twitch, you can see it up there on the top left, that little red white line next to the airport. Just for a little challenge. Kind of come around this way, cut to the right and land this thing. Drop the speed again. Don't get the flaps up any more than we already are. I hate this plier, it's like in my way. Coming in hot here. Yeah, I need to get a little closer. Trying to maintain 75 knots. Landing. Almost there. We're gonna land here. We're gonna land. Speed on here. I'm gonna slow down a little too hard. Too premature there. But the landing was okay. I could have done a lot worse. I slowed down way too much. Alright, see you on that's Easter Island there. I'm done with that. Hey, well landed. Not a pretty landing. But I'll take it. Why don't we fly over here? Why don't we do a, how about a Las Vegas to Area 51 trip? Let me do that. And should we do it at night? You guys want to, should we do a night flight? Or no? Alright, so here's Area 51. AKA KXTA Homie Airport. Parking 27 unknown. What is this? Why don't we tax? Why don't we take the inside? Set it as the arrival. We'll go from McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas. Hit 26L. Now this one, we're gonna want to get there quick. So let's take select the FA-18E Super Hornet. And you know, no, we're not gonna do nighttime. We're gonna stick to daytime. Let's do like an early morning flight, midday, which would be early morning over there in Vegas. Here we go. So, McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Tower, Boeing, November 8809 at runway 26L, ready for departure to the south.
Airbus A320 right behind me. Oh, he's going to go right through me. Oh my god.
Altimeter
That's A321, sorry.
87 caution the generic taking
Yikes.
off runway 26R. South
Plane's
departure
getting
approved.
wrecked.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26L.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 Boeing 094.
Well, the F-18, I like to use the exterior view because I think this thing is so cool. Parking. Forget how to disengage a parking. I haven't flown this in a little while. Off, flaps, flat. Here we go. Off to Area 51, Vegas, Nevada. Leaving McCarran International Airport, Las Vegas. En route to Area 51, dry groove. Destination is over to the right of it. Might be it over there. Fly above the clouds. Yup. Closing on the airports. There's the airport down there. Start taking this thing down. We have to start circling. Right there in the middle of the screen, you can see there. Oh, high. 39,000. We gotta go down. Too hot for the landing here. We got to circle. Circle. Landing gear is finally down because we are below 200 knots. Circle. Landing gear up before we damage this thing. And we're gonna crash. We are gonna crash. We're gonna crash like this thing. Yeah. That was cool. I'm on the ground. Explore area 51 a little bit. I'm not gonna do this. We're gonna go with the free cam. Something in my eye. Free cam makes life a little bit better. I am not walking this. Not spending the next 3 hours walking this desert. So here we are. We crash landed at Area 51. We're literally stuck here. If this was real life, my guy would probably be detained already. So this was that unknown parking. Pretty sure. Oh no, it was over. It was that building right there. You're not surprised we see a lot of unknown stuff in this place. So we got a lot of weird stuff here. So those are just joining the stream. This is Area 51. A couple of buildings over here off to the left. Very interesting. A little road here. You can see kind of in the distance over here, if you're looking, let me get a little better view here. You can kind of see some control towers like right here. That's crazy. We'll swing up to those mountains here momentarily. For now, something else. Yeah. All right, checking out Area 51 here in Nevada, however you say it. I wish this thing would move a little faster. So it looks like we got a mix of, things getting... Here we go, a little faster here. Some more of these little circular silo type things. Interesting. All right, more buildings, more buildings. Oh, here, this is supposed to be where they keep the alien aircraft. Oh, this was that parking space where that truck is over there. This was the one that was parking 25 unknown. Crazy how they have all the stuff designated. Okay, a little warehouse. Some kind of small secret staircase. Can we go in? Oh, nothing. What a big space. Spooky. They keep the aliens. More buildings like that. Nothing too interesting. Just a lot of these warehouses. Trying to find alien life. Oh, it's got to be in here somewhere. I bet you there was an... it'd be cool, an Easter egg where you could see, like, aliens. Ooh. Interesting look from the inside of this building. It's got some details even on the inside. Look at that. I got this little... What is this? What's that? A little power box. Kind of glitched inside the building here. To my disappointment, no aliens. Some more of this row housing over here. This is kind of interesting. Oh, look, a lot of people. I work. Everybody's in the office today. Nobody's working from home. From Area 51, everybody's in the office today. Weird looking cars, but it's Area 51. Anything goes. Ooh, a little power. Look at that. So the employees don't get bored. You got a little baseball field here. You can have their inter-league, inter-office play here. Right next to the power lines. Reminds me of a soccer field I played on when I was a kid. There was a ton of power lines that went through there. Terrible. So ghetto. Apparently, Area 51 workers have a thing for fashion because they got fashion boutiques all up in here. Check that out. You can buy shoes, suits, dresses. You can buy everything here. So we know that the people of Area 51 have good scent and style. Interesting. What are these buildings? Let me scratch my head real quick. Wearing a hat all day, your head just gets all itchy. What do we got here? Another fashion boutique. This is some kind of a shoe store. There you go. Area 51, you won't be bored. All right, cool. So a lot of little warehouses, little buildings here. Really crazy how they modeled this thing. You know, obviously whether it's perfectly true or not, modeled accurately to Area 51, the actual, we don't know. Unless you guys have been there, I don't know. I used to work with a guy who he was with the Air Force. It was in the Air Force years ago. Who claimed that he's been to Area 51. And you know, I'm a skeptic whenever it comes to stuff like that. Like, okay, buddy, I'll hear you're up, but I ain't gonna believe you. But you know, his claim, he was like, "Hey, man, you know, I was in the Air Force. You know, so I've been to Area 51." And he's kind of a hippie guy, so right off the bat, I'm like, "Okay, you're full of it." He was in the Air Force. He wasn't full of that. He was in the Air Force, but yeah, I've done training missions there, and there's no aliens. At least he was honest, and he knew about that. I mean, or at least, you know, believable. Most people would be like, I was there, I saw aliens, and they were shoving things up their butts, you know. But this dude was like, yeah, there's nothing there. Not aliens, anyways. All right, so here, they got these long roads that go to, and these are like the surveillance tower, like the signal towers that they have up. And I think they have the guys in the white trucks up here camping out. And if somebody comes to within a certain point of the road, they go get them. And I think this long road here kind of goes down into the valley here, over there to the main road. But yeah, not much built up from when I first played this game. They didn't really do much with this, so cool. Very beautiful views. All right. Beautiful views. End the flight. Might do one more spot. Anybody in the chat want to intervene and let me know. Otherwise, I might just do a landing challenge real quick. I might just hit my phone. I might just do a little tour or something. Really, I should have put this in the title because this is really just a test stream. I was testing my new cameras or my new setup. My phone is capturing this. My action cam, my DJI Osmo Action 3 capturing this. I'm using those as webcams and just testing out some things. This isn't going to be a long line. I'm actually going to do one more spot and I'm going to leave. Call in for the night. Oh, I couldn't agree, Lynn. Excuse me. Oh, I'm tired, man. I'm always tired. It's over here. Die 3? Looks like some kind of weather tower. Weather monitoring station or something. Weird. The world is a weird place. Equalit. We got an airport over here. Check that out, northern Canada, huh? What's this here in the Amazon rainforest? Here in the Amazon. No, not the shopping place, but the actual Amazon rainforest. Ooh, what about the Aztec ruins? Where's that at? Medellin, Colombia. Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. Oh, why don't we do a, let's go to San Francisco. Why don't we fly around the Golden Gate Bridge for a little bit in this F-18 fighter jet? Yeah, there we go. Let's take off. Alcatraz, Bay Bridge. Gate Bridge. All right, why don't we do a San Francisco flight? Just gonna fly around here for a little bit, and then that'll be the last bit. Here's the airport. San Francisco International Airport. Take off from here, and we won't bother with the landing spot. Might take up, might hit up San Jose, land over there, fly southeast. Last flight of the night. Let's do this. Oh, the weather's crappy. Hold on.
San Francisco Tower, Boeing November 8809er 4, ready for straight out departure at runway 28R.
Make it beautiful. That's not what's actually happening. We don't care well. We don't really care about realism right now. We're just trying to fly around. I don't see anything. Right. In here. Ready. Highway to the danger zone. Let's go. San Francisco International Airport, we are leaving. We'll visit first things first. Fly through the thing. Speed and altitude here before we Probably land on that street right now. International circle. We'll go over here to the circle. Palo Alto. I got a buddy who lives there now. Palo Alto. Federal Airport, that military base? Whatever, we're gonna land there anyways. Landing gear is down. Now, what do you guys think? Am I going to butter this landing or not? Most landings are. So we're going to land at Moffett Federal Airfield. Guessing it's a military installation. Successful landing. Cool. Great landing. parking brake. See if I can remember how to turn this. I don't. There we go. Check this out. A lot of cool functional play, dude. I like some spoiling everything else. Okay, I think we got this pretty much all checked out. This. That's the cabin structure. All right. Well, I'll have to restudy how to do this stupid shit. That's all we got. That's all we got. We calling it a night. Thank you for those who were popped in. Like I said, this was kind of a quick stream. I just wanted to test some things. I don't want you to thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go. If you guys like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back on tomorrow night and Saturday. Probably doing a Sunday morning stream as well. So look for that on my YouTube page. So without further ado, have a great night, everybody. Talk to you then. Peace.